When I moved into the high-rise, the doorman told me, "Power blips here all the time. Don't worry." The building had been retrofitted. Old bones, new skin. I worked from home on the 15th floor, the studio with a view of roofs like closed books. The hallway camera feed ran on a monitor by the mailboxes. You could see yourself leave and come back in a lagged loop that made you look like a memory. The outage came on a windless night. Everything clicked off with a sound you only notice when it's gone. The hum of the fridge, the air handler breath. The emergency lights woke in red bars along the floor, and the elevator screen in the hall showed 5, no matter which button you pressed. Our group chat lit up with "power out" and one message that said, "Stop knocking, not funny." I hadn't knocked on anyone's door. I typed "not me" and put my ear to my own door because sometimes the building plays jokes. Pipes that sound like footsteps wind through the mail slots. A knock came, polite, 3 taps at my door. I looked through the peephole. The hall was lit like a submarine. No one stood there. The camera by the mailboxes showed a delayed version of the same hallway, empty, except for a shape at the far end where the angle warps. My phone buzzed. A text from a number 2 digits off mine. "Elevator stuck on 5B. Please help." There is no 5B. Floors are numbers. Units are letters after the floor number. The doorman texted the group, "Stay in units, don't open doors. Maintenance en route." The 3-tap knock came again, closer together, as if whoever was doing it didn't understand waiting. I messaged Sasha, my neighbor across the hall. She typed, "They're knocking here too." Then it said my name. The power in the hallway camera surged. The feed rolled, then corrected, and for one frame the hall was full. Figures facing doors, all with their backs to the camera, all too tall, heads tilted like listening. A flashlight blinked under my door, back and forth. Not a narrow beam, a broad wash like someone lay on the carpet, shining at the threshold to see feet. I spoke through the wood, voice even. Security said stay inside. The light was stilling. The 3 knocks played like punctuation. The building chat dinged. "Whoever's saying my name, stop. Then it's using my mother's voice." The elevator dinged, though the screen still showed 5. The power was out. It shouldn't have moved. My people showed a slice of the elevator lobby at the hall's end. The doors opened to dark. After beat, the emergency light inside the car came on. It didn't show a person. It showed handprints on the back wall, 5 fingers spread too wide, high, low, some smearing down as if someone had tried to climb up a vertical plane. The doorman's voice came over the old building intercom, echoing down steel and plaster. "Stay put. Fire department is working the breaker." His voice cracked on working like he had been running. The 3 taps came again, and then a 4th, out of rhythm, like a child trying to match a pattern they didn't quite get. Sasha texted, "It just tried my handle." I put my eye to a peephole and watched my handle waver as if breath moved the air around it. "Say my name," a voice told me from the hallway in a tone like static through cotton. I didn't. The elevator dinged again, and the doors started to close. Something stopped them with the softest it wasn't hand or foot, a pressure like a wind that chooses a place to be. The doors reopened, the 5 on the screen rolled to 15 and back to 5 in a loop like a clock stuck between 2 seconds. Power came back at 1:12 a.m. The red bars along the floor sighed out to regular white light. The hall camera stabilized and showed empty space, plain carpet, my door. The group chat filled with relief and jokes as a way to make the heart slow down. I opened my door crack to check on Sasha. On my doormat lay a key card. Old style, brass inlay, embossed with the building's original name from a century ago. On the back, stamped letters 5B. The super shrugged when I brought it down. He said, "We don't have B tiers." He flipped it over like it might become an A. He took it, then brought it back a day later. He said, "It's not registering in the system, like it's a souvenir. You should throw it out." I didn't. I taped it inside my cupboard behind the spices, the way you keep newspaper clippings you don't want to explain. 2 weeks later, the fire alarms pulled us all into the hall at 3 a.m. Steam from someone's shower, the super said. We stood in bare feet and coats, eyes refusing to meet. The elevator opened onto 5 and stayed there, doors half apart like a mouth ready to speak. For 1 second, the screen showed 5B. No one else said they saw it. I did. Never looked comfortable, like something had found his name after wearing the wrong one for too long. If you live in a building that's older than its paint, listen when the doorman says don't open the door during an outage. If a voice asks you to say your name, keep it to yourself. And if your elevator ever shows a floor that doesn't exist, remember, the building remembers everything, even the parts it tore out, and sometimes those parts remember you back.